Hello everyone, my name is Nachiketa and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a very interesting video. I have made several videos on how to create web applications using Flask. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can do all of that directly from Google Colab. Now, if you don't know about Flask, it's basically a micro web framework and it allows you to create web services from your Python code. It allows you to integrate that with web pages as well. Now, the videos that I've made so far are basically on running Flask apps from your local machine. But not everyone will want to do that. Let's say if you're someone who just wants to do one project and you don't want to install all the dependencies on your laptop, maybe your laptop configuration is not that good to run maybe machine learning or deep learning models, then Google Colab could be a good option for you. What normally happens is whenever you run a Flask application on your laptop, the Flask app is hosted on a local server. Basically, a URL is given where you can access that. Now, the problem with Google Colab is that whenever you create a Flask app on Google Colab, the URL will be created on Google's server because the code is being run over there. So normally you cannot access that. But we're going to be using a library called as Flask ngrok, which basically takes that URL and exposes that and makes it public so anyone can access it. So I'm going to give you a quick tutorial of this same, and I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to build web pages as well. You can integrate HTML, CSS, JavaScript code, everything straight from Google Colab. So let's get started. The first thing is actually to install the library of Flask_ngrok. So for me, it's already installed. The next step is importing the libraries from Flask. I basically imported all the libraries so that I don't have to import it in different lines. And from Flask_ngrok, I'm importing a function called as run_with_ngrok. This function is going to play the role of basically taking my Flask application on the Google server and exposing that onto a public URL. So once I run this line, I have to create a Flask app instance, and I do that over here. If you don't know what the format of this code is, you can check out my previous videos where I've explained this in a lot more depth. But the basic concept is that you have to mention something called as the app.route, which basically tells that whenever I go to this particular URL, which is the home or by default URL, what function should get executed. So whenever I'm at this particular URL, then the home function is going to be executed, which basically returns, "Hi, welcome to your home page." Alright, similarly, if I want to create some other web pages, I can add them on a different route. So basically, whenever I go to the /contact URL, the contact function is going to get executed and I can mention some details about contact over here, right? So I've just mentioned for now, my name is Nachiketa. You can reach out to me at my LinkedIn, and this is basically HTML code, right? Basically this type of formatting, and you can and instead of doing this, you can also directly put HTML pages over here as well. I'm going to show you that as well. So once I run this code, the process is pretty simple. I have to simply provide my app to run_with_ngrok, and then I finally run my application. Once I do this, this is the original URL where the Flask app would have been hosted, but ngrok takes it and exposes this on a public URL which can be accessed over here. So when I click on it, I can see it says, "Hey, welcome to your home page." And if I go to the contact page, which I had defined, it tells me you can reach out to me at my LinkedIn, just like I had defined, right? So whatever was possible in the Flask in the local machine, that can be done in a Google Colab. All the deployment of machine learning models also can be done. Let me just show you a quick example of it. So now I've already created some HTML pages in a folder called templates and the corresponding CSS and JS files in a folder called as static. So this is the directory structure. Always in the Flask application, you'll have a folder called as templates. All the HTML pages go inside of that. So I've made a very detailed video of explain what are present in this HTML pages in my separate video. So I won't go into details now. But if you have any HTML page, simply put this inside the templates folder, and let me show you how you can call that. So let me create another route. So let's say I create a route for ML predictions, and I define a function called as prediction. If I had defined a machine learning model, the corresponding code can be written over here. So to return any HTML page, what I have to do is I have to use a function called as render template, and I simply have to provide the name of the file. And I simply have to provide the name of the file. For now, that is forest.html. So let me run the app again. So you'll be able to see that when I go to the /pred URL, it will automatically run that HTML page as well. So let me just test that out. So as you can see, when I went to the PRID URL, it launched the HTML page. So this is a code that I had written for deploying machine learning models. Basically, this is a form where you can enter 3 values and you can click on prediction and you'll get a prediction of the probability of forest fire. So I'm not gonna go into the details of what this model is, what the web page is, because I've covered that in a separate video. And I just wanted to show you that any HTML page that you have, that can also be displayed using the render_template function. If you want a separate video on how to deploy ML models and build web pages right from Google Colab, let me know in the comments and I will make a video on that as well. But I just wanted to make this video to show you that you can do a lot in Google Colab itself. So if you did like this video, do like it and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you again in the next video.